Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if it's actually live. Okay, perfect. Cool. All right. Hey, guys. All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. Hey, guys. Welcome as you come in. I decided to do the what to expect. Oops, sorry. There's a call coming through. I decided to do it a little bit early this week because I have some extra time. Usually I only do it like in the evening because that's what my schedule permits. But this week and maybe the next 2 weeks, it will be a little bit earlier. But then throughout the rest of June and the rest of the summer, it should be the same, quite the same. Okay, so yes, I'm going to be doing the all signs reading. I'm going to go through the all 12 signs. We're going to start with Gemini, which means we will end with Taurus. You can still send for your reading. You can still send CashApp for your reading if you would like it read live. Now, I did have a couple people still ask me about the $25 clarity readings, which the link doesn't work anymore, and I took it off anyway. But if you still want that, email me. Okay, if you still want that, email me. That just reminded me, let me uh do what I need to do with the chat. It's even on. Okay, give me 1 second. Servers. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can still do that. My you know what? Since I have my thing up here, I'm gonna put the Cash App in the chat. Realize I didn't have that there. And these readings are going to be based on the week ahead, guys, okay? So these are week ahead based. All right, I put that in the chat. Let me pin it. Okay, awesome. I was going to talk more about the full moon in Sagittarius. Y'all know we have that coming up. Hey, Nikki, how you doing today? We have that coming up. But my energy kind of started going a little bit down. Mother Nature, hello. So that's just a cue for me to just slow it on down. You know, don't try to bite off more than I can chew. I'm famous for that. So I do have the 12 sign horoscopes done though for the Sag full moon. So I'm excited about that. Those are very dope. The Sag full moon is like, it's like, oh wow, it's very dope. It's what I will say about it is I think calling us out on the procrastination, right? Of are we really starting to align and starting to live the lives that we envision and like actually taking those actions, right? Or creating systems that's actually going to make that possible, right? Because Sag energy can be very famous for dreaming up the big dream, right? It's ruled by Jupiter. Trust me, I know, I'm a Sag sun. So dreaming up the big dream and just staying there, just stopping there, just living and dreaming and basking in the thought of the dream instead of actually bringing it down from those higher octaves and grounding it. And that's all we've been talking about, especially with Saturn and Neptune in Aries right now. Like this energy feels very alien. Like it feels alien, but part of it feels familiar. Like I don't know. This I know it's like It's a paradox, but it's like, yeah, it feels foreign. Like, oh my gosh, we're in a new world, but a part of it feels very primordial. Like we're remembering something, we're coming back into something. It's not entirely new, right? Remind you of like that saying, nothing, there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, so I said I wasn't gonna talk about the Sag full moon, and I'm talking about the Sag full moon. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna start with Gemini because it is their season. Happy solar return to all the Geminis. Let me go ahead and get some timestamps going so it's not so difficult for me when I try to get the timestamps for you guys later. But how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope it's been a great Mars day so far. Okay, put that in chat. All right, Gemini, let's go. Let's see what can Gemini expect for the week. I heard the old switcheroo. Okay, something switching up, or something that like someone always does, like it's like their classic thing, you know. This week. Okay, got the Knight of Swords as your first card out, Gemini. I'm looking at my laptop screen like I'm streaming from there. Used to doing that, and I'm not. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Nine of Wands. This could be something about saying the hard thing, but it needs to be said. Mercury is in your sign. It loves to be. And we had the Mercury Kazemi in your sign, where Mercury and the Sun get really close together. Ooh, and the Chariot. The Chariot as your guidance, right, which is Cancer energy. And the Devil on the bottom of the deck, which is Cancer's opposite, Capricorn energy. Yeah, so I feel like there could be there's definitely communication this week. The Knight of Swords is quick communication. Swifty is the word that they're saying. The Moon, I was about to say, it could be very emotional communication, like emotionally charged conversations. Let's put it that way. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. And the Lovers. And if you send in the Cash App, just drop your name or something so that I know. Because sometimes Cash App delays it, and you know, I can check, but just to be sure. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers here. Yeah, so I feel like there's a conversation here. Very emotionally charged conversation, right? The Moon and the Knight of Swords there. There could be a lot of like, I'm just seeing things fly very quickly, and their words, right? So a lot of quick words, right? Let me go one more there. Okay, Seven of Swords. So I feel like, yeah, this could be about confronting someone about a lie. This could be about getting to the bottom of something, right? And the Lovers is out here. That's literally Gemini. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. And remember when I first started this, I said that I was hearing like, you know, something about someone's trait. They always do something. It's like their trademark. You can see them coming. You already know what they're going to do. It's predictable. There's this energy of like maybe moving a bit more slow. The Knight of Pentacles is out here. So it's like, I'm hearing you can't get one over on me. So it's like moving really slow, crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's. That is the work of the Knight of Pentacles. So even if this is something contractual, because now that's starting to come into my energy. So if this is something contractual, something with paperwork, right? It's someone, or the energy of it could seem very urgent, but I feel like it's most important to go slow here. Okay. Clarify the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so a lot out here. Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is about, I'm hearing the word prospect, about working either with someone, or again, it could be a relationship, right? But definitely about working with someone. And as I'm looking at the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups, for some of you, Gemini, this could be a situation where interests have changed, or there are difficult conversations about that, right? Maybe that's why the moon is out here too. It could also be something that you don't see coming, or another person does not see coming from you, right? Or you guys don't see the conversation going this way, right? You go into it one way and it ends another way, or you come out of it with a different result or resolution than you thought. Clarify the Chariot. Ace of Wands. And the Nine of Swords. I really like this though. Okay, like your guidance, you have the Chariot here, right? The Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Ultimately, Gemini, I feel like you're going to do what is best for you. I feel like the thing that could get you like tripped up or make you feel stagnant is the Nine of Swords. It's Gemini energy. It's the second decan of Gemini. The Nine of Swords being like worrying about what you left, worrying about what you had to leave behind, or what you had to say no to, or what you had to separate from, or what you've outgrown, right? I'm also hearing they'll be good. Anything else for Gemini here? Yeah, and you know what? And remember, the devil was on the bottom of the deck. Some of you, Gemini, you could be leaving someone who is confused, even if this is business, whatever type of relationship or partnership it is, right? You have the Two of Wands out here, the Two of Cups out here, and the Lovers. I was like, where's the other two reference? The Lovers, right? So even if this is whatever type of relationship it is, this is somebody who's confused. You know, it can only be somebody who is confused and doesn't know what they want. Kita, oh wow, Kita, I don't have PayPal right now. I don't have PayPal right now. But just email me. We'll see what else, any other payment options that we might have. But I don't have PayPal. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. But yeah, you could really be separating from somebody who's confused, and you're no longer confused, you know, for you. Okay. All right, Kita. Thank you. Have a good day at work. Yeah. And then email me your question and stuff and what you want it to be about, Kita, for the $25 one. Okay. All right. Give me some guidance here. Some more guidance for Gemini. I love this. The Hermit card, the World, Gemini. You know, after this, you might naturally retreat into self and be very introspective or reflective, Gemini. And I think that's the best thing. Yeah, the Hierophant, you might need time to recuperate, something. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing that, but you might need time to heal. Yeah, the star is right there. Okay. Oh wow, Kita, Gemini rising. I did not know that. Yeah, you might need time to recuperate, to just rest. All right, but I do feel like you're being affirmed that you are making the right decision. Okay, you are evolving from something and elevating from something, and that's okay. You know, sometimes we separate from people that we never think that we will, and I think that could be an element of this. I do feel like for some of you, there's an element of surprise with the conversation. Like, again, like I said, maybe not expecting it to go a certain way, or, you know, you might surprise yourself too. So don't sleep on that, because like I said, Mercury is in your sign right now, and it's very powerful because it's very comfortable in Gemini, and it just had that powerful conjunction with the sun, which we call a Kazemi. All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. I appreciate you. Pray those messages find you well or helpful, healing. Thank you so much for your time, and happy birthday again. All right, let's go to Cancerians. Let's see. Cancer, I'm hearing free mind. Thames. I wonder Try to be fun, but I can't be. The noise in my mind. Okay, let's see. Let's see what comes out. Okay. The Eight of Wands in reverse. The Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Okay. That's not movement, right? Whether that's like actual literal movement, you going somewhere, a car, you know, maybe having some kind of trouble, or even communication, like being blocked or something, right? Eight of Wands in reverse is not moving. Okay, the Two of Wands. Okay, so we might have to, Cancerians, I'm already feeling you might have to tap into that Gemini flexibility, that Gemini mutability that can, like, you know, flex around, because there might be like a change to plans or something. The Five of Cups is here. Okay, so there could be, you know, a sudden change to plans or a halt, or it feels like something's not moving. We got to tweak something. We're in Gemini season. We have to act like Geminis. It's somewhere in your chart, right? We're all Gemini somewhere in our lives. Okay. And the Six of Cups is your guidance. All right, Four of Swords. I feel like for some of you, this could be the headache that you were trying to avoid. I don't necessarily feel like it's like the end of the world type of thing, but with the Six of Cups, I feel like you have to revisit something from the past. You have to rectify something from the past with the Six of Cups. And the Four of Swords, like I say, you might have been thinking about this, or it could have been something that you maybe have not wanted to think about. The Ace of Cups here. Okay, clarify the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Cups, yeah. The World, the Knight of Cups. I'm literally hearing it. Like, this is something you felt like you put behind you, or you wanted to put behind. Yeah, the Eight of Cups there. That's literally walking away from something. The World, done. And of course, like, yeah, with the Eight of Cups, it's always important to note, like, it was something that you emotionally invested in, because cups are emotions, and those cups are still standing, but the person's, you know, just walking away from them for whatever reason. Okay. Yeah, Five of Cups. Okay. Clarify the Two of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like, Cancer, something that maybe you didn't want to, you know, get your hands in, or like I said, deal with. I feel like it is being kind of like brought straight to your front door this week, like straight to your face. But I don't feel like it's like horrible or as bad as it might seem. Okay. Because I'm feeling this nervous energy. Like, maybe you have to start something. Maybe there's something that you have to initiate, that you're feeling this pressure to initiate. Maybe because I'm feeling like somebody who's in like fight, flight, or freeze mode, and they're in freeze mode, and they're stuck and they don't want to do it, but it's just fear, you know. So you could have been avoiding something out of fear, right? And possibly, you know, for some of you now it's coming through the Knight of Cups. For some of you, this could be like a dream or something you wanted to invest in, but you halted it, or you know, stopped putting energy or time into it, right? With the Eight of Wands in reverse, and you know, so it stopped growing, it stopped moving. But there could be something that happens this week that kind of like, I don't want to say forces you, but kind of pushes you to start thinking about that as a viable like thing again. Clarify the Six of Cups. The Four of Pentacles, yeah. Sun. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah, and the Five of Pentacles. All right, so what I will say this week, Cancerians, I feel like definitely pay attention to your finances, or anything like as far as like savings. Don't let anything go under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Don't, oh, that's very specific too. I'm seeing somebody like look through the mail. I'm hearing don't peruse through the mail. Look at all of them, okay? I don't know. Just look at all. If you usually just like throw your mail on the counter, just like look at everything, okay? Um, But this could be something where you're really having to rectify some type of financial situation. That is what I get with this Cancerians. And I don't feel like it can be avoided. I feel like there has to be some type of clarity with it. Or there's going to be some type of clarity that comes through. Trying to see. Yeah, I don't see like necessarily other people. All right, but with the Ace of Swords and the Sun, like something has to be cleared up about it. And the Four of Pentacles can be about savings. Okay, definitely. All right, so that's what I would say to you guys, Cancerians. Get very, very clear. Okay, cross your T's, dot your I's when it comes to your finances this week. Anything comes up, an old payment, an old thing you thought was done, the old account closed out, go through the proper channels and make sure that it is taken care of. All right. That's what I have for you, Cancerians. I appreciate you guys. I pray those messages find you well and helpful healing. Thank you guys for your time. Okay, let's go to Leo. And let me see. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, sorry, guys. Leo. Let's see. Okay, Leo, got you at 22. Let's see what's going on for Leos. Okay, Leo, let's see. You have Judgment. Okay. That's such a random song. Why am I? I'm hearing my. Okay, you have Judgment out here. That's not just, you know, like the Two of Swords type of decision. You know, Judgment is a major arcana, so this is a big decision or something this week. King of Swords just came out and clarified that. And you just came out and clarified that again with the Strength card. So it's something that takes an immense amount of courage. It's a big decision, a big choice. Clarify the guidance, please. Thank you. 9 of Wands in reverse. Ooh, and the Chariot. Okay, clarify Judgment for Leo. Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. And the Hangman. For some of you, it could literally be like a big purchase. In the most mundane sense, for some of you, this is like a really big purchase that you gotta really think about, Leo. Okay. But for others of you, this is a big decision. It could be about a job, definitely about something tangible with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and I feel like either you have been pondering about it already because the Hangman is already out here, or that's going to be your mode this week. Like really thinking about if something is like truly what you want with the 9 of Cups. Like, is it truly in alignment with you? And I like that. That's good. I think we should all be in that energy of not just grabbing at shit, but like really grounding ourselves and seeing like, okay, does this fit for me? Like, is this in alignment with me? Will this still my joy? Like, you know, Justice, Knight of Wands. Yeah, and the 10 of Swords. That's literally what I was saying. So yeah, the challenge here with Justice, Knight of Wands, and the 10 of Swords, again, is like impulsively throwing off your balance, right? Just overextending yourself, overdoing something. And that could be the challenge that some of you face, because that's what I see coming up here. Clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse, the World. The 4 of Swords. Yeah. And the 6 of Cups. You guys, Yeah, I feel like you had, this does not feel heavy, honestly, Leo. You might just be needing to rest. You might be choosing to have more rest this week, or choosing not to, like, just make your life harder this week. You know, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Four of Swords under it, and the World, I feel like is asking you to, like, give up this notion that you have to struggle or you have to be everything for everyone, or time as well. Okay, and I'm saying all that to say, like, that could be coming something being offered, but you really having to check in with yourself, you know, to see if that thing is in alignment with you, if that's something that actually fits in your life right now, or we just wanting to add another thing, you know, so we can have it under our belt and say, I'm doing this. Like, you know. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah, okay, yeah, that gives me a lot of context, actually. Thank you, Spirit. So it's like, you know, some of you are used to overextending yourself to other people while you're hurting, okay? While you're actually hurting, the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups here. So I think be mindful of that this week. It doesn't, because it doesn't look like, yeah, King of Pentacles, a Death card. It doesn't look like you're in bad energy. The Eight of Wands, you know, so I feel like for you guys, this could kind of act as like a warning, so to speak, you know, of don't let anything like take your energy this week. Don't give your energy to things that that you're not in alignment with, that you really don't want to do. Okay, because for some of you also, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but for some of you, you could have had like a health scare or something like that. You know, that, and it could have been brought on by stress or overworking or overdoing something, right? And that's why this thing could be coming up. Yep. As I said, I just cut the deck because I wanted to see what was going to come up to affirm that, and you did. King of Wands, Leo. I'm hearing let your mastery be quiet. Let your mastery be still. So, you know what? All in all, Leo, like those two lines are a message of like, you don't necessarily always have to be seen. Your presence can still be felt. So if there's something too about like, you're really going to have to make the best decisions for yourself. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to be in every crowd. You don't have to do everything. Like, there's something about that there. And if that is the case, really seeing where that comes from. You know, could it be like fear of missing out or fear of not having? Because I don't know, this looks very comfortable. I'm not going to lie, you look very comfortable this week, Leo. Very strong. Some of you very like financially solid. There's like this peace here. So all this other energy feels like it can come in as like distraction and throw things off balance. Okay, so be mindful, Leo. Mars is in your sign still. Take it easy. Okay, all right, let's go to Virgo. Hold on, let me shuffle first before I put your timestamp up, Virgo. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Again, if you guys are still needing clarity readings, the link to book for that doesn't, I close the link for it, but if you do, email me. And let me put my email in there. Oh, okay, Nikki. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Okay, Nikki, I got you. Thank you. I got you. I'm gonna have you timestamped after the all signs. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to Virgo. And Nikki, you had a week, just a week ahead. All right, cool beans. Okay, Virgo-licious. Let's see. No problem, Nikki. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, Virgo. Okay, you got two. The Emperor, the Five of Wands, a power struggle, for sure. Okay, let's see. Why you keep getting two cards, Virgo? Okay. The Tower, the Seven of Wands. Dude, this is a power struggle. This is a power struggle. You keep, and that's crazy. You got Major Arcana with the Wands card with both of these. And Aries energy and Mars energy. This is crazy. Okay, it's a lot of connections. Hold on, let me slow down and make them. So the Emperor, the Five of Wands, right? Emperor is Aries, ruled by Mars. The Five of Wands is the first decan of Leo. Where is Mars in Leo right now? Okay, and then you have the Tower, Aries, Scorpio, Mars. Seven of Wands, third decan of Leo. Where's Mars? In Leo. It's some aggression. There's aggression here. Okay, and your guidance is the Hermit. This is Virgo, Queen of Swords. So like boundaries, your inner world, I'm feeling like it's gonna have to be very like fortified, very strong. Okay, knowing who you are. Yeah, what I just say? What I said, your inner world's gonna have to be what? Strength. Okay, very strong, very fortified. Okay, so let's see what's going on. The Empress. What's happening? The Six of Pentacles and the Page of Wands here. There's obviously a pair here, the Emperor and the Empress here. So this could definitely be a power struggle, a fight over what somebody feels is owed to them. The Six of Pentacles, what somebody feels is unfair, what they feel that like they are not getting. Whatever kind of pair this is, okay? Business partnership, a romantic partnership, a husband and wife. There could also be very emotionally like passionate conversations. Let's say that. Very passionate conversations about children too, if there are children involved. Clarify the Tower and the Seven of Wands. The Eight of Swords. Two of Wands. And the Four of Wands. Okay, I think there's very clearly somebody here who is upset about not knowing the other person's actions, the other person's moves, not knowing where they're going, right? Two of Wands, Four of Wands, not knowing what's next, right? So for instance, like if I could just give an example to make it make more sense, if this were a husband and wife, right? Let's just say, for example, the husband is upset that the wife is finally taking some action and separating and maybe wanting to take the child, right? This is the type of energy that I'm getting. Whether it's a business partnership, whether it's, like I said, a romantic relationship, whatever it is, it feels like, and that's where the power struggle comes in. That's where the power play is. That's where the aggression is. There's a lot of wands out here, if you haven't noticed. Two of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Wands, Five of Wands. Mars energy with the Aries and Scorpio stuff out here. Okay. Somebody might say that they feel like they are blindsided by something too. Clarify the Hermit, the Magician, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Virgo, this feels so... and for you to come out, first of all, in your own guidance, right? The Hermit card, it feels like you have won something. And this is this week, like whether that's a piece of yourself, a part of your humanity back, like it feels like you win something this week. And I feel like also your advice with that too, especially if this is like a physical win, go take that and go somewhere. Okay, go take that and go somewhere and go live your life and go far away. All right, if you could go far away, whatever, you know, like, it's get away from this situation or whatever this is, separate yourself from it. Yeah, Queen of Swords and the Ten of Cups. What did I just say? Get away and go. Okay, because some of you, it feels like you dodge a bullet type of thing. What's the Eight of Swords? I wanted to clarify the Eight of Swords, right? Because that can be about confusion. And to clarify it is the Ace of Swords in reverse, confusion. You know, it could be that you had found out something too about someone that you were in partnership with, whatever type of partnership. And whatever you found out could have put you in jeopardy, right? And so you have to get yourself out of that situation. For instance, say if it was something legal, you're with a business partner, you find out they're doing shady stuff, well, that's going to affect you too. Now you have to separate. Now you can't associate with that, right? And it feels like there's another person who is upset. If that's not you, you have to be honest, okay? Any other guidance here for Virgo? The Star. Love that. And the Devil here. I definitely feel like this is a message of somebody definitely dodging a bullet. Excuse me. I can't even talk. Okay. Dodging a bullet, Virgo. Like, whatever it is, whatever your win is, even if for some of you, your win is going to be getting the fuck away. Seriously. Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. And I don't know how this fits into it. It doesn't have to make sense to me. That's what I've learned doing this. But with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, it could be a very spontaneous break. Okay, I heard spontaneous combustion. Right? But a spontaneous like pop, like something that just goes off and you like remember a part of yourself, or yeah. But for some of you, this win is going to be literally getting away. Okay. And for some of you, you know what? The last message that they're bringing in, for some of you, this win is going to be a message that you receive that you're not expecting. Okay. Whatever the case, though, you coming out in your own guidance, stay true to yourself. Okay. Stay true to yourself. Okay. Stay in character. All right. That's what I have for you, Virgo. I appreciate you guys. I pray those messages are helpful for you. Okay, Libra, let me just get some water and we'll jump right into you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I appreciate you. All right, Libra, let's go. Also, don't forget, guys, if you cash at me, do me a favor, just drop it in the chat for me, just so I can, you know, make sure that I get your reading. I do not want to miss it. All right, Libra. One more shuffle. Okay. King of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Why am I hearing that? It's reminding me of a saying like when you text somebody or you ask someone something and you don't get a reply. I remember somebody told me one time, like, no reply is a reply, right? Like, no answer is an answer in itself, right? Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, Five of Swords. Get your guidance card out. And 10 ups. All right, with the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it's a lot of swords so far, where swords are more dominant right now in your reading. So a lot of mental energy. You are an air sign too at the end of the day. A lot of mental energy. Let's see why the King of Swords is in reverse. Page of Cups. Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. They said you're stuck in buffering mode. That's what I'm seeing, like a buffering screen. Or like, you know, when a game glitches like this. That's what I'm seeing. Like somebody trying to start but not starting. All right. So you guys could really be dealing with some type of procrastination, or the universe really bringing it to your attention. All right, there could be some type of dreams or feelings or a goal that you have, or something that you've been thinking about investing in with the Seven of Pentacles. Page of Cups, and the passion is there, the idea, the emotions are there, but the King of Swords in reverse, the ability to say, you know, to definitively decide and then go for it and then act very matter-of-factly is what's being affected right here. Okay, so clarify the Five of Swords for them. It's a lot of anxiety. I can see that already. A lot of anxiety. It's a lot of old stories that's playing mentally. That's why we have a lot of mental energy out here. So it's a lot of old stories about like past things and maybe past betrayals and you know, how things didn't work, or a lot of fears. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. And the Empress here. Oh, that's even deep. We're going that deep, Libra. Okay. All right. The Empress is you. Now, Libra, you could be really reckoning with yourself this week. And so first of all, I would say take it easy on yourself. We're all human. We all just down here living a human life, trying it out. You know what I'm saying? So just take it easy on yourself, Libra. But you could be really reckoning with an old part of yourself that you're grieving, but maybe you want that back. And this could be the part of yourself that is a decision maker, that does make decisions and say, you know what, I'm going to act on that. You know what, that's what I want. I'm going to have that. I'm going to go for that. You know, and so maybe this is good that you're going through this, that you're taking inventory on this. We got a Sag full moon coming up. You can purge it on out, you know. But I feel like for some of you, you could be thinking about the shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, or if I did that back then, I would be here, or I would do that, or what was I thinking? You know, you could be also thinking about or having aha moments about times where you may have self-sabotaged. We've done it, you know, we've all done it. Libra, I'm telling you, man, don't beat yourself up about it. But, you know, sometimes what I've noticed, Libra, when we are self-sabotaging in the moment, I don't think we really realize that we're self-sabotaging. I think it does take retrospection and hindsight to really pinpoint that and see how, because self-sabotaging behaviors can be very covert, right? Like they don't, sometimes they're not so glaringly obvious. It can be under the surface, little small things that you do that you don't even know that's self-sacrificial, you know? Okay, so let's see. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Judgment. Oh, it's warm. The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. I like this week. I know that that might sound really heavy, but I think actually you're kind of doing some type of excavation, Libra, and you're really getting to the bottom of something. Maybe you're trying to get to the bottom of why you have these beautiful ideas with the soul to match it. Okay, with the Page of Cups, the imagination to match it, the creativity to match it, but you know, just that it's mentally stuck. It's being mentally stuck. You can do it. It's literally, it's a mental program that's running. And I think that's what you're excavating this week. And your major arcana in your guidance, Judgment, Ten of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This is choosing. And what did we say? So let me just show you how full circle you're about to come, because look at this, King of Swords in reverse. Okay. And that was you trying to decide, right? Or not knowing how to. Judgment right here. Judgment right here as your ending card. So this is like full circle moment, like really working up that courage to be able to decide something. So they're cutting in right now. I'm sorry, that's why I was slowing down. There's like a channel coming through. They're like giving you a homework. Okay, Libra, so next time we commence, I'm going to be checking your homework, okay? So anyways, Libra, they are saying Do one thing. Decide, make a definitive decision about just one thing this week. This does not have to be life altering, right? You don't have to decide to quit your job or, decide I'm going to go skydiving. Pretty cool. Let me know how that goes. But this can literally just be if you're the one who's always like, well, what do you want to eat? I don't know, whatever you want to eat. What do you want to just decide definitively. Choose the restaurant. Don't care what nobody else got to say. Decide. Okay, I know that seems very trivial, very minute, but it's in those moments, remember? Those very small moments that we think are very trivial and minute that we actually are changing our lives. We're actually rewiring our brain when we do those little things, all right? So, that's what I have for you, Libra. All right, I appreciate you guys. I pray that that message finds you well, is helpful and healing to your situation. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, sorry, guys, I had a message. Okay, let's go ahead and get to Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. One more, Scorpio. I see your card. All right, so that means we're shuffled up for you. There we go. All right, let me light an incense. I got my new Hawaii lighter. My parents went to Hawaii. That was my little gift. And this little mug. I love Hawaii. I love a good mug. Okay. Let's see. Still alive? Okay, we're good. Okay, Scorpio, give me a second. Let me get some water from my water signs, and then let's tap in. Okay, Scorpio, let's get you at 7:55. Okay. Scorpio. I just got one more shuffle again for y'all, didn't I? See? Okay, Scorps, you got Temperance in reverse. First time I seen Temperance today. Hello, Sag. In reverse. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Some of y'all healing some type of confidence wound this week, okay? Or you're seeing it be reflected back to you, okay? So you could be seeing where you're not so confident, right? I'm not saying that to like comfort you, meaning like, some of you are actively trying to heal that wound, right? So you have the Fool here. Because the challenge is the Fool. The challenge is a new beginning, and perhaps there is something, a blind spot in our healing or something, okay, that you're meant to look at this week. What did I just say? The Three of Swords. Three of Swords and Judgment. That's Scorpio. All right. Clarify Temperance in reverse. The Eight of Cups. The Emperor. And the Star. Yeah, definitely going through a lot of healing this week. I feel like in the background there could be a, like, I don't feel like this is the main story, so that's why I'm saying in the background. I feel like something could come up about like a past, time where somebody may have left you or quote unquote abandoned or ghosted, okay? But I don't feel like that's the main story, meaning that's not the root. That's not the root cause of whatever the pain is. I mean, so it goes deeper. But that's three major arcanas. You are deeply healing like your sense of autonomy, your sense of like being able to choose for yourself, or feeling like your life is even just fucking yours, you know? Like, oh, I know that feeling, Scorpio. You know, feeling like, damn, like, who am I living my life for? You know, like, oh my gosh, you know, you guys could really, I mean, I'm like deeply feeling that, deeply on a soul level. And speaking of which, like, you could be remembering even like, I wasn't gonna, you could be remembering like past versions of yourself, past lives for some of you. Like, I feel like this is very spiritual for you guys. Um, And yeah, because the moon is gonna go into you guys' sign this week. It has to, because it's gonna go into, it has to go into Sag to get ready to go into Sag for next week's full moon. Confirmation, Sag. This card just came out. 9 of Wands. Okay. 9 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. Injustice. Oh, Spirit just came in. Okay, so Spirit just said this reading is for those of you walking between worlds, Scorpio. Okay, so that just got very specific. Sorry. Okay, but this is for those of you walking between worlds. So some of you, you are very much on a big vert. You're on a huge pivot. You are on the verge of a huge pivot. I'm seeing one of those things. The only way I can describe it is like a seesaw, but it's not. It's like one of those, it's a scale, I guess, balancing on like that very small point, right? It's a scale. It's about to tip all the way over to another side, and that's your bridge to another life. But yeah, but things will get upended. That's what I'm hearing. But this bridge to whatever this new life is for you, Scorpio, this is like a necessary step in your healing in this lifetime when it comes to actually reclaiming who you are. I'm hearing lost in the sauce, you know, because some of you could have felt like that or could feel like that or have been feeling like that. Again, who am I? Like, whose life am I living anyways, you know? So this is like big, big healing when it comes to your autonomy, your sovereignty, everything. Clarify the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Okay, I told you we're going to the root of the wound. Okay. 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the Sun. So see, there is some childhood stuff here, right? There is childhood stuff. You have the 6 of Cups and the Sun. Those are both childlike cards. There's children even on the cards, right? So that's there. But also, again, this, oh my God, that is so deep. Why? I'm not even going to ask why. We're in Scorpio's reading. Like, I'm hearing the tear in your soul. Like, oh my God. This week, Scorpio, you're really reckoning with all of the things that you're going back to, that very first thing that you accepted into your life that started draining your energy, that started sucking your joy away. Spirit says, I'm seeing that. Okay, yeah, Spirit says you're going to have to strip it all back. You're going to have to strip it all back. For some of you, you're going to have to give it all back. That's what I heard. You're going to have to give it all back. But after that is purification. It's clean. It's a clean slate. You're happier. You might think you won't be, but you're happier. The weights are lifted. The burdens are lifted. Some of you, this is about living a life that you don't want to live. It was never yours to live anyway. Okay, so again, this message here, right? This is about like really going back, okay, to those first things that you accepted into your life that started draining you. Because this is the result. Like, this is where it's gotten. Okay. Yeah, of course, Judgment is there. And the Hangman is there. Yeah, and I feel like, Scorpio, the Hangman, listen, I feel like for some reason, like, you reach a peak in this comes to a head, where it's like that scale, it tips. And I feel like when that happens, it's up. And I feel like there's a level of surrender that comes over you, to where it's like anything that you've been trying to like overly control or like do it a certain way, I think you just naturally and organically come into this surrender of like, you know what, I just rather have my peace. I'd just rather, you know. So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. All right. I appreciate you, Scorps. I pray those messages are helpful. I pray they find you well, are healing, okay? Okay, let's get to Sag. Okay. Good. There's your card, Sag. 10 of Wands. Okay. Let's get you at 6. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see. World in reverse. The Hierophant. Ooh, okay. Let me not speak on that yet. Hold on. Ooh, the challenge is the Ace of Cups. All right, I got to interject. I'm hearing say it out loud, first of all. Say it out loud. Who's got a full moon coming up? Okay. Okay, Ace of Cups, the Hermit card. You're wrestling with a truth that you already know deep inside you. Like, you know, something about that. You are wrestling with a deep knowing that you hold, Sag. I don't know if you're trying to hold that up against like the world or like what someone else is telling you, but there is something that you know very deeply. But for whatever reason, it's challenging you. For some of you, it's just because you won't accept that truth. Okay. I said you have a knowing deep inside you. You're holding on to some type of knowing. But you could also, this Four of Pentacles could also be you holding on to something, right? Because this knowing that you have is a spiritual knowing. It's not about a knowing, like, it's not like a tangible knowing or, you know, so it's a very deep spiritual primordial knowing. This Four of Pentacles, though, could be something in the physical world that you're still holding on to that contradicts this spiritual knowing. Okay, there's a lot of words. So, but you're the philosopher, Sag, so you got me, okay? What's the guidance? Guidance is the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I heard you are the opportunity, Sag. You are the opportunity. For some of you, you already know that. Okay, let's get into it. The World in reverse. The Queen of Cups. Six of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords. I'm seeing a merry-go-round. I'm hearing that. So, you know, you guys could be... okay. Y'all could be feeling like there is this loop, okay, that you're going in when it comes to like people telling you what it is that you will receive, right? Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, a lot of fast talkers, quick talkers. There could even be, I'm going to get to another side of that. There could even be this loop that you create yourself, Sagittarius, by, you know, constantly throwing a lot of fast ideas, big ideas, right? That Sag energy, we love it. And thinking about, you know, all the things, but never fully closing the circle. That's what I'm getting with this, with the World in reverse. It's like never fully making it around the circle, like just kind of like leaving the circle half closed and then walking away and then maybe starting a new circle and then leaving it half closed and then go, you know. So there's something about like a loop that you're realizing this week, or you're even like stopping dead in your tracks and finding yourself in some sort of like time loop or time warp, right? Okay, Nikki, you said spot on. Okay, thank you. I can relate too. I can relate too, Nikki. Okay. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. The Hermit card here. There's the Hermit. Listen, the Hermit card just came right back out with the Ace of Cups. And that, when I was shuffling, that was the one that I had seen on there. Wow, that's crazy. So that is double confirmation. Whatever this inner knowing is that you have, Sag, is the truth. It's the truth. Now, what you might be doing, like I said, is holding that up against other people's truths. And no, their truths are not yours, and your truth is not going to look like theirs. And, so then that's where, you can start to contradict yourself or hold yourself back, because what's for you is for you, you know, and so on and so forth. It's why we all get these unique visions and downloads, because it's like only you could bring it forth in the way that you do, right? Somebody else get their vision because only they can do that in the special way that they do, because they bring something entirely different than you could bring, or you bring something entirely different than the next person. And that's why it's special, and that's why it's gonna work. Okay, let's see. Page of Swords. Yep, Knight of Wands. Okay. For a lot of you, I feel like this is something about y'all making money. This is an idea that you guys have had. This is a dream that you want to go ahead and get started. And they are telling you to close the circle. Okay. Now, because you have the dream, you have whatever it is, that you want to initiate, or you have the heart for this inner knowing, this inner intuition that's been given to you. By closing the circle, this is not impulsive, right? The Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords is out here, but again, the Knight of Wands can be attributed to impulsivity or very quick actions. So this could be, especially if you are reviewing the loop, Sag, then they want you to go back, okay, and create some structure around certain plans. All right, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Six of Cups, like create the structure around them to bring them forth. That is going to finally close the structure. It's not enough to just dream it up. Yeah, the Three of Cups here, right? The dream feels good. That's been such a theme. The Empress here. Clarify the guidance for some. Yeah. Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay, very clear. Thank you, Spirit. So this is looking very far ahead, right? I think what they want you to do, you're going to have to start taking small steps, Sag, like actual steps. Actual steps. This is not, I'm not telling you to not visualize and, live in the dream. That's all beautiful. It's a very beautiful part of the process of bringing things to the 3D realm. If they want you to do that, make a plan and then hold yourself to it. Okay? Set an alarm. I'm going to go, I don't know, what is it? I'm going to go trademark my business. I'm going to go talk to the person to do that. I'm going to get this, that. I am going to do that. This is not just gathering a whole bunch of information and then just letting that information sit. Like, they are wanting you to make actual plans, and then they don't want you to look so far ahead, right? Look, the Chariot is here. They don't want you to look so far ahead because it's like this false feeling of like getting ahead by doing all this research and all this, right? It's like, I feel like I'm doing so much, but it's just like, well, then what are we doing with the information? The research is just piling up, and that's Jupiter for you, right? Jupiter is Sagittarius' ruler. So, and Jupiter's in Gemini right now. For now, it's going to go into Cancer before we get to the Sagittarius full moon, which is, it's exalted there. So, but this is like the Chariot and the Seven of Swords is like thinking we're moving ahead, but you're really just on the treadmill. You get what I'm saying? It's like you're doing all of this work and you're still like right there. So this is like, if you're taking actual steps, look at this. The Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles, that's getting somewhere. It's slow movement. It's not overworking. It is not impulsive. Knight of Wands, just energy just leaking everywhere, and you tired and you don't have the whatever to show for it. This Nine of Pentacles is very tempered. Okay, this is slow, this is paced, this is wise. These are calculated steps that have come to you through that inner knowing, reaching your crown now. Okay, So very, I would say very, not calculated, but this is inspired action, Sag. Okay, so I feel like you are in action mode, but it's not just leaking your energy everywhere. It's not just leaking your energy everywhere. All right, that's what I have for you, Sag. I appreciate you guys. Pray those messages are helpful. I'm hearing, Sag, you got to start living it. You got to start living it. You won't know until you just start living it. You've done enough research. It's not, now is the experience part. Now you get experience. Now put the research to the test by creating experiences. Okay. Let's get to Capricorn. Don't forget, guys, if you book, if you send the money to Cash App, don't forget to just drop in here and tell me, okay, in the chat, just so make sure I get you. Okay. Cappy. I'm like, where am I? Let's put you there. All right, Capricorn. 1 second. Stay hydrated. Okay, let's see for Capricorn. Okay. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. That's a Capricorn card in reverse. King of Cups. You can't ignore your emotions trying to be busy. You know, you can't busy yourself out of your emotions. Yeah, the Hangman. You might have a lot of time to think about something this week. I don't think you maybe want to. What's the challenge? Capricorn. 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you're going to have to get in touch with your feelings this week. That is the challenge. 3 of Swords in reverse. Really looking at something, it's unavoidable anymore. You know, it's not avoidable anymore. That word. It's inevitable. It's something that has to be looked at. It can't be ignored, or, you know, again, you can't busy yourself with it. Busy yourself, you know, out of not looking at it. The Chariot here. That's your opposite too. Cancer. So that's crazy. That's your opposite, Cancerians, who rule the emotions, right? And this is in your guidance. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. I'm hearing ice, baby. And I always call the Queen of Swords the Ice Queen. But some of you are breaking some ice. Ice, like a coldness, right? Clarify the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. The World, yes. The King of Pentacles. And the 5 of Wands. I'm hearing that Kanye song, All Falls Down. It all falls down. You know, there could be something about like materialism coming in, or just this. There could even be a struggle around money, finances, or something physical. But it's, you know, it goes deeper than that. It's like maybe helping you realize something. I'm also hearing it's not worth it. Clarify what the 5 of Wands is about here for Capricorn. The 7 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And the 6 of Swords. Who are they when you're down? I just heard that, so I had to say that. And that reminds me of the All Falls Down song that I'm hearing. You know, it could be that you're not in a position to help people, or the same position to other people anymore, or something about that is shifting. And it's creating some conflict. I'm hearing all hell is breaking loose, but it's creating some type of conflict, some type of confusion. 6 of Swords, yeah, and the 7 of Wands. And some of you might have to really defend yourself, or defend you getting away from the situation. You know, some of you have been avoiding seeing how people really feel about you. some of you have secretly felt like certain people have not cared about you, feel like should, and maybe you like cover that wound up by just continuously doing for them, continuously working, continuously holding it down for them. If you're like the winner of the family or something, continuously doing those things. But I feel like there's a deep hurt under that. There's a deep pain under that I feel like you're having to confront this week. Like Spirit's not letting you do that anymore. Okay, yeah, the Emperor, because that strength, right, is like a cover. It's like a mask. I'm not saying you're not strong, okay, but yeah, the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, I'm hearing this old. It's 3 kings out here. No, it's 2 kings, 1 emperor. I'm sorry. But a lot of big energies out here, so there are other people. I'm hearing that old Drake song, I Get Lonely Too. This was like mixtape Drake, I think. Okay. But I'm hearing, I get lonely too. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think you're masking. 111 while I'm delivering this message. I don't know if it'll translate to that for you guys, but that's what I feel like you have been masking. That's why, didn't I say I felt like some type of like materialism is coming in? I don't think that's on your part, Capricorn. I think if anything, you know, constantly maybe giving to feel like you're enough, or giving in an effort to like receive praise or love or attention, you know, that side of materialism for you. But I think for others, possibly taking advantage of your kindness or your hard work, or how well off you are, how stable you are, and really also taking advantage of your deep love and reverence for family or whatever this is. Even a job, okay? Because for some of you, I feel like this devaluation coming in that you might feel, right? Like, I do all this, I give all this, and this is what, you know, I gotta call out sick, and this is how you guys treat me, you know? Clarify the Chariot. Yeah. Temperance. Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. Oh, yeah. Let it go. Let it go. There's so much more where that came from. Page of Pentacles and Temperance here. Like, there's much, much more, Capricorn. There's much, much more. This, if it's nothing more than just peace. Peace. Quiet. Moderation. Balance. I mean, just... Okay, the Chariot, what was that? Right, yeah, and the Ten of Swords. You know, so I do think for a lot of you, there's your emotions are involved in this. You care about these people or person or this job or whatever this is. But at the end of the day, I feel like in your guidance, you choose you. This is about really choosing your peace. And this, I think the most painful part about something is that you could have possibly, your spirit's been picking up on something, but you have maybe been pushing it away because something has been very hurtful or painful to accept about people you care about. You know, you ultimately want to think the best of people. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I think that's it. Yeah, the moon. Things are being revealed and being shown under the moon. I'm hearing under the light of the moon. So for a lot of you, this is going to come out at the Sagittarius full moon. That's June 11th. Yeah, I have the date right here. June 11th at 3:43 a.m. That's Eastern time. Okay. That's what I have for you, Cappy. And it's at, I think it's at 20 degrees of Sagittarius, which means that's the 10 of Wands, and across from that would be the sun at 20 degrees of Gemini. That's the 10 of Swords. It's an ending. It's an ending through and through for a lot of people, just in different areas of our lives. Okay, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I appreciate you. I pray those messages find you well, are helpful and healing. Let me shuffle up for you, Aquarius. Good. Now I can't get that song out of my head, Capricorn. I get lonely too. I really enjoy mixtape Drake. Oh my gosh. But that was a whole nother era of music too. That was a whole different era of music. When like mixtape Drake was out, that was just completely different era of music. Okay, Aquarius, the water bearer. I'm gonna have to listen to that song now, Capricorn. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna have to listen to that song now to just go ahead and just clear it on out my system. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius. Oh, okay. There's a lot. There's a lot. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands in reverse. Could be some work drama. Watch your health, getting sick. Watch work romances or affairs. Okay, watch out for that. I heard keep it classy, keep it cute. All right, the Two of Wands. You could, there could either be some type of like issue that you're having at work, or something that like it's maybe there was a previous issue and it's getting resolved this week, Aquarius. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Wow, and the Six of Swords. That's an Aquarius card. It's the second decan of Aquarius. I feel like whatever the case, Aquarius, by the end of the week or so, or whenever this happens, I feel like you're going to be in a position where you're now starting to think about, like, do you continue to invest in something, or what do you want to invest in, right? With the Seven of Pentacles here. So let's see. The Fool. Well, look at that. First major arcana. Yeah, this is big. The Three of Cups. And Six of Cups here. So whatever this is, right? I think you are, like, there could be something that happens, right? But it triggers something deeper within you to where you're like, do I even want to deal with this? Like, do I even have like the bandwidth to deal with this anymore? You know, or do I want to just completely like just start something new, you know, go a different way, turn the page on this with the Fool. Clarify the Five of Wands in reverse. It keeps the Ace of Cups. And the Hangman. I feel like there's an energy of surrender here, Aquarius, like especially if this is about work or something, or a decision that you guys have been really holding on to for a long time with the Hangman. I think you start to let it go this week. Like, and I mean, like, I don't know why that's so specific. It feels like in your body, you let it go. Like you are not fighting this feeling, or, you know, I think you want more joy, more peace in your life, more love, more passion. And it has to do with something with work, or something that you do for work with the Eight of Pentacles. I think you're starting to lean more into an idea of having that, of having more peace, of having an enjoyable life. I don't know why it feels like with the Five of Wands, you could have been wrestling with that, or like, yeah, the Hangman in the Tower, like whatever that realization is of like, oh my God, my life can be better, or oh my God, I can actually live that life I used to dream about. Like, it feels like that thought alone was like completely life changing. It could have been very ego shattering for you. Like, so that just feels, you know, it feels like though this week you start to really ground in that, and you start to really embody that. Like, you stop fighting it. Clarify the Two of Wands, Cups, Temperance, and the Emperor here. Okay, a lot of you are coming to terms. You're coming to terms with your evolution. You're coming to terms with like not being the same person anymore, Aquarius. That's really what this feels like. Y'all coming to terms. I feel like a lot of y'all are at a point of acceptance this week. Accepting that the thing is no longer for you. The job, the work, the guy, the girl, the old relationship. This is like a level up. It's like the King of Cups went through temperance, went through some type of healing, went through some type of recalibration, rebalancing to get to more mastery, which is the Emperor. And because of that, plans are changing. Two of Wands. And this is in the challenge, right? Really accepting that you're different now. You're different now. I'm hearing a grade higher. You're a grade higher. Some of you, this is graduation. So clarify the Seven of Pentacles for them. The Strength card. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, I heard that. Oh, and the Devil. I heard, are you ready to stop playing? Okay, yeah. So I think this week, there's this level of acceptance. And I feel like by the end of this week, energetically, you get to a point where you get very, very serious now about a new life and about truly living it every day and really embodying it. Which means, though, right, that comes with a lot, because for you Aquarius, it's going to mean for some of you there are relationships that you no longer have. There are friendships that are going bye-bye. There's a job that's leaving. There's something you used to do to work that you're not going to be doing anymore. So that's going to come with changes. That's going to come with changes. Physical changes. Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, right? Those pentacles are tangible. The Eight of Pentacles, so for some of you, it's work, and these are going to be long-term changes. I feel like this week, this is about acceptance. Accepting and then really starting to embody. Accepting that from that point forward, Aquarius, nothing in your life is going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. And accepting that and understanding that. Okay? And with that is a surge of confidence as well. Like, I feel like, though, you feel super empowered, though. Queen of Wands, Strength card, Ten of Pentacles. Like, you feel so empowered. And it's all just an acceptance of something. And once you accept that and understand that your life will never be the same, you cannot turn that page back. So this is not engaging with those things anymore. You know, really holding yourself to that. There's a lot of responsibility here to yourself, Aquarius, okay? So that's what I have for you guys, all right? I appreciate you, Aquarius. I pray those messages find you. I pray they're helpful, healing. All right, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. All right, let's get to Pisces. What? Not the mail check? Okay, because the mail truck got a habit around here. They don't come till super late. Like, not them showing up during normal hours. Okay, let's see. Pisceans. All right, Pisceans. Let's get it one more shuffle. Oh, there's your card too. Nine of Cups. That's so freaking cool. All right. For Pisceans. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. How can I take better care of myself? Okay, so some of you are thinking about that. Some of you, you know, and it has this, you know, so some of y'all going to be really checking your spending and your finances, not blindly spending. Or some of you are really, you know, watch for spending to like fill a void, or spending and buying, you know, overspending as a form of like escapism too, Pisces. You know, do you need that third coffee? I'm going to be asking myself that, okay? Look, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Swords, blindly spending, right? Not, I never, okay, that's interesting. Spirit says that's not valuing your energy when you do that. Right? Because I mean, yeah, that makes sense, because like we say that money and currency is just energy flow, right? Currency, flow of water, and okay. Eight of Swords, King of Swords. Yeah. It's not your higher self. Okay. It's a lot of channel messages coming through yours. My crown is like feeling very light. Guidance. Woo! Man, you guys are spiritual as hell. And the High Priestess. Whoo, I can't. The Seven of Cups in reverse is your guidance. Yeah. It's about getting clear. So some of you have been like on autopilot with certain actions, and for a lot of you, they are specifically highlighting your spending. So I must say that I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, okay? All right. But they are highlighting that. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, a lot of you could be mindlessly doing things like on autopilot. Those things are coming to your attention this week. There will be no illusions, I hear, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? High Priestess is you confirming it. Pisces, clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Four of Swords here. Yeah, okay. I'm hearing you're misguiding it. You're misdirecting it. You do have this very intense and passionate energy with you right now, Pisces. You have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It's like wanting to start some shit, some good shit, okay? Seven of Pentacles is wanting to invest, okay? Four of Swords here. I feel like you've been thinking about this. But you have to get clear about it. Saturn's in Aries now. It's out of your sign, okay? So we got to put some containers on it. And so you have to get clear about it, okay? So they're saying all this stuff about like, if really start thinking about your energy itself as the money, as the currency, and then you will be more conscious, more aware of how you're using it, i.e. spending it or exchanging it. That was just a clear channel. That was just a channel, Pisces, okay? Clarify Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords. Ten of Wands. And then some of you could be finding yourselves in very toxic financial loops where you've spent that energy, i.e. money, currency. And it's like, because it was spent from a void, right? Like to escape something, or you bought something to feel good because you were feeling bad about it, right? We could buy things to make ourselves feel good. I'm not saying that. You can enjoy life, damn it, you know? But I'm saying like constantly buying stuff to fill voids, void on top of void on top of void. And so Spirit is making the most interesting connection that I would have never made had I not done your reading today. So thank you, Spirit. I could use this for myself, but it's like, because it was spent in that way, it's like there's a block in the flow of it, like getting back to you. And so this is why they are stressing like money management or financial management for you, but do that by managing your energy, your emotions. This is, listen, they just putting down the play. I'm just delivering the message, okay? Temperance, yes. Be more moderate and balanced in your emotions, in your general energy. And they say you will see a change in the physical, in the tangible, in the money, in the currency, in your spending. It is directly linked. It's directly linked. Like, it's not separate. They keep pounding that message. Okay, Seven of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups, because there's been a lot of things, like I said, that have been on autopilot for you guys. So you're getting into things, or you've gotten into things you really don't want. You know, but this person has it and it looks nice. Or you saw somebody on TV and or somebody, I don't know, a salesman said it was cool, and so you just jumped on it. You know, this is really you being accountable for your energy and how it's spent, okay? The Four of Wands, and they want you to start putting it into things that are more stable. So you yourself have to become more stable in your emotions, in your energy, and just your general energy, meaning, you know, stop letting any and everything move you or shake your emotions, shake your inner core, your inner world. Because they're saying, like, when that happens, when you feel like your inner core is shaking, you output energy, or you spend to feel that, to calm that emotion down. It feels too uncomfortable. You don't want to be felt, you know? Okay. Yeah. And the Three of Cups here, they want you to make better decisions. They want you to make your decisions from a better feeling place. All right. So Pisces, and then literally, you're literally at the bottom of the deck with the High Priestess here. So Pisces, I feel like this is very much like about money, financial for you. So if I could sum that up and just give you one clear thing, if you get anything from this, okay, when you are making your decisions from here on out, when you see this, okay, when you're making your decisions this week about like spending, from what place? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you content? And you just see something and you're like, I like that. I want to enjoy that. I would like to experience that. Right? Or is it, I just got pissed off. Let me go in here and get this. And sometimes we don't know that we're doing it. Okay, so they're wanting you to be very mindful of that, because if you are having money surrounding questions, they're telling you to look at your own energetic patterns, because they are directly connected to this. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I appreciate you. I pray those messages find you well. Pray they're helpful. Okay. If you want to buy me a gift, okay, I'm not saying you can't do that. Just kidding, Pisces. Okay, Aries. Let's see. All right, Aries, I'm in your vibe. I'm in your vibe. Let's see. Also, guys, I'm doing Aries, and then the last one is going to be Taurus. After that, after I do Taurus, I'm not going to accept any more Cash Apps. So if you want to get a reading, go ahead and send it. So I'll put you, so I get you down. Get you down. All right, and then let me know in the chat that you did, so I don't miss it. I don't want to miss it. Okay, Aries, let's go. Number 9. I heard number 9, Aries. The Queen of Cups. And there you go. The Fool. That's Aries. All right, but you got the Queen of Cups out here. Five of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords. Aries, you might be, in the Six of Swords here. You might have to communicate a little bit more this week than I think maybe you want to. Okay, Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You might even have to communicate at a distance, like if you're away, especially if you try to like get away from something, right? Because the Five of Swords precedes the Six of Swords, and literally the Five of Swords is out here in reverse, right? But the Six of Swords here, so like, especially I feel like if you try to distance yourself from something, you might have to communicate even at a distance. Okay, like some very swift communication. I'm going to say, Aries, you might have to be a bit assertive in your communication. And maybe a little quick. I don't know. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you did leave something. You did get away from something. And you definitely tried to take your emotions out of something with the Eight of Cups here. Two of Cups. This is becoming very clear, Aries, okay? This could be definitely a relationship. There was a lot of love, at least on your part. At least on your part. Okay, yeah, in Judgment, but this was a huge life decision for you. Huge life decision with Judgment out here, to get away from it, to remove yourself from it, to clear your, take your emotions out of it again, not give it any more emotional charge. By the Five of Swords in reverse. Is that what that is? Okay. Two of Pentacles. And the Queen of Wands here. So I feel like if you're dealing with someone, whether you're dealing with someone or just the situation itself, It could be, Aries, that you're either needing to accept yourself that you didn't do anything wrong or that you're not wrong, right? Or this is like, uh, whether you're telling that to yourself or you feel like other people think that about you. Okay, think that you're wrong for leaving the situation or you're wrong somehow or something. That is what it feels like you end up speaking on with the Knight of Swords. So, let's see. The Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords here. Clarify that Seven of Pentacles for me, please. Okay. The Empress and the Hangman here. Okay. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, Aries, there's this energy that I'm getting of like being tired of like sitting around and like being the nice guy or being the nice girl with the Queen of Cups, always being the one who possibly has to like have compassion. So I feel like you're being guided. Like, you know, I wouldn't advise like just spitting fire, shooting fire at someone, right? But I do feel like the universe is telling you that you can communicate, right? The Knight of Swords here, Hangman, and the Empress here, and you can communicate in a very mature, very wise way. Okay, like you've gained a lot of wisdom. I'm hearing that you've seen a lot. Okay, so some of you are getting a chance to turn your pain into power. And it could be that the very thing that you were worried about, right? You get a chance to actually be in control of that thing. Like say for instance, like somebody, an ex or something is bad mouthing you or something like that. You get a chance to speak and from a very powerful place, a very influential place with the Hangman. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Yeah, like you've been through a lot. Okay, some of you could be a single mom, a single parent. Okay, anything else as far as guidance for Aries? Yeah, the Ace of Wands in reverse here. Hold on, let me make sure I'm still alive. Okay, yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords with the Star. Yeah. I feel like you guys are like, ooh, I heard that, getting up and fighting. Whether that's metaphorically or what. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure this thing is still alive. It just did something weird. I want to make sure I'm not cut off. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, guys. I have to make sure of that. But yeah, this could really be you like getting up and like gaining your strength and finally having a chance to like say your piece about something. And it's from a very wise place. It's from a very mature place. But it is a bit assertive. You know, it is a bit of like, nah, like, like I'm not the one. Like you're not gonna keep, You know, that's what this feels like, especially with the Knight of Swords here. I'm hearing with a quickness, you know. Okay. Yeah, the Star. Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing welcome home too. I'm hearing welcome home. So some of you could feel like this is like a full circle moment for you where you actually get to speak on something or you actually get to like defend yourself. And it could look like to, I don't know, people that's familiar to you, like those could be the people that's like, welcome home, you know, like, okay, you're yourself again or something like that. Or you could even feel like that about yourself, Aries. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. I appreciate you. I pray those messages find you well or helpful and healing. And let's go ahead and get Taurus. All right. If you want a reading, go ahead and get your Cash App in now because I'm about to go ahead and shut it down after Taurus and then get into Nikki. I have yours, so I'm going to get into your week ahead reading. And then Kita, you're going to email me for the $25 clarity reading. Those I have recorded. So email me if you're on here, Kita. Okay. All right, let's do Taurus. I'm hearing Neo sexy love. Is Neo a Taurus? I get Taurus vibes. I gotta see. Hold on. Neo. What? Hold on. Neo zodiac sign. Like, you can find everybody's zodiac sign. He's not a Taurus. He's a Libra. Okay. All right. Let's see. Taurus. You have the Five of Cups, Taurus. With the Sun, this could be like general, I don't know, like unhappiness, disappointment, sadness. Ten of Swords there, right? The Five of Cups and the Sun, like something kind of raining on your parade a little bit, or could be even a little bit of like depression for those of you who might deal with that. Three of Pentacles out here. Could have something to do with work or a collaboration, a contract, working with other people, a group that you're a part of. Four of Pentacles as your guidance with the Judgment card. And self-preservation seems to be like the guidance here, or standing 10 toes down on your decision, on a decision that you make, even if it's hard to do, even if the decision that you make is the catalyst for some type of disappointment that you feel, but you found it necessary to make, you know, a certain decision. Queen of Wands. Cups. Three of Cups. Yeah, you know, this could be about some type of partnership or collaboration that just kind of fell through, and I'm seeing it be because something is not clear, or again, somebody could have bit off more than they can chew, or somebody was not clear. Okay, like this is like a salesman, you know, selling you that car, and they didn't tell you that, you know, the engine was bad. You know what I'm saying? So this is what that feels like. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing somebody say, I had every intention. I had every intention. Okay. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Some of you could be choosing not to do business with somebody or not to work with someone anymore, or it could be somebody who is choosing that and deciding that about you too. You know, you have to be accountable. Okay, but it's because things don't get done, or it just feels like you're being sold dreams, or something is not clear with the Seven of Cups here, or it's like all chummy. It could even be like a friend's, you know how they say don't mix friends with business type of thing. So it could even be that you try to start something with your friends and you thought they were serious, and you realize they just like talking about it, you know. They just like talking about the dream and all the possibilities, but ain't putting no action behind it. It could be simple as that as well. But whatever the case, there is some type of disappointment around it. I do feel like you wanted something to work out, but I also feel like in that same breath, you're the one making the decision to not do it for a lot of you. Okay, clarify the Four of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing back to the drawing board with the Hermit card. So some of you could definitely feel like that. It could even be with it like a job. Like if there was a job offer, it could even be like, say they were like, oh yeah, we got all the health benefits. Yeah, we got dental and all this and whatever else. And you realize it was like a dream, or it was a facade. And for some of you, it was even a scam. It wasn't real. Yeah. And the Queen of Pentacles here. Whatever this is, though, is definitely like about tangibility. It's about money, or about, excuse me, your physical well-being or environment. I'm hearing hold your horses. Yeah. So whatever this is, Taurus, is definitely, if it's rejection, it's for your protection. I know we hear that all the time in the quote-unquote spiritual community, but whatever it is, it is. It's preserving your energy. Why is this Seven of Cups out? Can we look into that for Taurus real quick? Why is that Seven of Cups there? Yeah, King of Pentacles and the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands. You see what I'm saying? I'm hearing renege. You know, like when you play cards and somebody reneges, someone takes something back. It's like somebody saying, like, again, somebody going back and forth, somebody now being complacent about something, or it could even be you, Taurus, that you're changing your mind about something because now you see something clearly and it's not what you thought it was. Okay? Yeah, and the Ten of Wands, it could be too that you're finding out something's going to be entirely too much work, too much responsibility, and it's just not something that you can take on right now. All right, yeah, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Let me just say, whatever it is going to be let go during the full moon, because that is this. The full moon in Sagittarius at 20 degrees is the Ten of Wands, and the sun in Gemini at 20 degrees is the Ten of Swords. So whatever it is, Taurus, is going to be released, or this situation is definitely going to have something to do for you guys with the Sagittarius full moon on June 11th, 3:43 a.m. But you know, it ain't, don't just, I say the times because I just like, you know, numbers and stuff, but this energy can already be playing out. Okay, so be okay with your decision is what I'm saying. Be okay with the rejection because it is protection is what I'm saying. Okay, Taurus, that's what I have for you. I appreciate you. I love you. I pray those messages find you well, are helpful, are healing. I'm going to go ahead now. Let me go ahead and put in the chat that the Cash App readings are closed. And I'm going to go ahead and get into those. Okay. Let me pin that. All right, let me get the timestamp here. And I'm gonna let me switch out the deck. I'm gonna get a fresh deck for the personal reading. Okay, so the Cash App readings are closed, guys. If you want to do, if you still are needing clarity and you want the clarity reading, for $25, you can email me. Email me. My email is in the chat. Okay, it's just my name backwards, manaeileena@gmail.com. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and get into Nikki's mini reading for the week ahead. Let me get you an accurate timestamp, Miss Nikki, and let's get into it. All right, here we go. Shuffle up for Miss Nikki in the week ahead. Quick message for the week ahead and some guidance. Okay, so we're going to see what the week ahead, what the theme is for you, Nikki. Any challenge, you know, the main challenge, if any, that could come up, or just what to be mindful of, and some quick guidance for you, okay? Okay, here we go. The main theme is the Knight of Pentacles. This is building something slow. This is taking your time with something. So make sure that you cross all your T's, dot all your I's. I swear that's my favorite saying for the Knight of Pentacles. Move slow, okay? Be meticulous. You know, ask questions. This is also about, you know, committing to your routines daily. All right, not slacking off on that type of stuff either with the Knight of Pentacles. If anything, that again, this is slow movement with the Knight of Pentacles, especially if you're nurturing some type of dream or some type of passion, Nikki, with the Knight of Cups here. Okay, especially too if this is some kind of offer that is coming in with the Knight of Cups from someone. Make sure that you are taking it slow with the Knight of Pentacles. This is not saying you can't engage, right? Not yet, right? This is not saying you can't engage, but this is definitely saying that you need to take something slow, that you need to be meticulous, and that you need to be very detail oriented. Okay, so that you don't miss anything. Yeah, Two of Wands. This has something to do with your plan, okay? Your plan for the future, your plan ahead with the Two of Wands. So you want to make sure that you're taking your time. And again, if this is an offer, if this is in the form of an offer, Knight of Cups in the Two of Wands, about something, pertaining to your future, make sure that you do your due diligence of taking your time, doing the research, making sure that it's something that is in an alignment with your plan, okay? Let's see what you need to be mindful of, or any challenge that could arise. Okay, the Three of Cups here. And the Four of Swords. Yeah, I'm feeling like something is coming in, Nikki, this week that feels very, very good. And I don't think they don't. I think they want you to feel that. Your guides, the universe, spirit wants you to feel that. Okay. I feel like this is something that either you have been dreaming of, you have visualized it into your world, and now you're getting glimpses of it. Or when this thing comes in, it starts to create all of these possibilities for you. Now you're dreaming of the future. You're thinking of things. It's unlocking parts of yourself that you didn't even know were there. I love when that happens. Okay. But the thing, again, they want you to take things slow. So don't let the feeling push you out of your groundedness. Okay. So don't let it push you into impulsivity because it feels so good, right? Because we know feelings are fleeting. You can feel them in the moment, but do understand that they can change. Feelings always change, right? They're feelings, right? It's what they do. So underneath the feelings has to be a level of groundedness, okay? Let's get your guidance. Your guidance is the Nine of Cups. So, okay, I see. And the White Newman here. So they want you to be optimistic this week, okay? They want you to hope for the best. And they want you to really move slow so that you are truly clocking through every experience or everything that's trying to enter into your experience. You can truly gauge whether that thing can go the long haul, whether that thing is in alignment with you. When we go too fast, we miss things. We go too fast, we skip steps. We make mistakes. We miss red flags. We don't read the entire contract. People can get over on us. But when we're moving slow, when we're in the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, we're in no rush. We're present. Okay, so they want you in everything that you do this week, Miss Nikki, okay, to be present, to move slow. I do feel like there are experiences that are making their way to you. Yeah, look, cut the deck, White Newman and the Seven of Swords here. So it's like, don't let go. It's okay to be optimistic, but they don't want you to let that push you into impulsivity by overindulgence or by engaging in something entirely too fast or prematurely. Okay? So this week feels almost like a tester. It feels like when the things come in, what the universe wants you to do is not automatically just jump on it and claim it as yours, but to, feel it out. Okay. Do I vibe with this? Is this my vibe? Do I feel authentic? Can I be myself in whatever it is? Okay, whether you go into a new space this week, a new store, a new environment, you're meeting a new friend group, you're meeting a new person, whatever it is, that is what I see for you this week. All right. So that's what I have for you, Nikki. I don't know if you're still in here, but either way, your reading is going to be time stamped. Okay. Yeah, and you'll know. Look, the High Priestess right there too. You'll know. You will know the experience, the High Priestess and the Hangman and the Empress. Like, this is such slow movement. Okay, you're going to know the right things for you this week, but only if you choose to move slow. Only if you move slow and you do not allow yourself to rush or be rushed or be pushed into anything quickly or prematurely. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Nikki. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for booking a question. All right, let me just peruse and make sure that I didn't miss anyone. Give me a second. Let me check the cash app. I don't know if y'all can still hear me when I go to a different screen. I don't know if y'all can still hear the audio. You're very welcome, Nikki. Thank you. And Kita, if you're still in here, like I said, I just got yours too. I'm going to be email me, and then we'll go ahead and get your reading out. I'll have your email, excuse me, I'll have your reading emailed to you for the clarity reading. So the clarity readings, guys, you get a pre-recorded video. And I will send you the link, the unlisted link, so that way only you can view it, and you know it'll be like your own private reading. So that's for the clarity readings, which I disabled the link, but if you guys still need them, you know, and you still need some clarity and you want some quick clarity, those turnaround times are 12 hours. So literally just email me and we can work that out. Email me. Okay, my email's in the chat. Again, it's just my it's just my name backwards. manaeileena@gmail. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I appreciate you all so much. I'll be back when Mother Nature has finished her visit, and we'll talk more. You know, we'll talk more about the Sag full moon. I feel like I will have more energy and be much more like tapped into it. Okay, but that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Mars day. Take it easy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Talk to you soon.